16 test pilot Chris Sasquatch. Now back to you. Straight on with our next display, which comes from the fleet air arm of the Royal Navy. And we've seen the Leonardo Wildcat HMA.2 maritime attack helicopter being displayed solo by their helicopter display team, the Black Cats, for the past few seasons. Now, very pleasingly for this season, 825 Naval Air Squadron, which provides the team based at Royal Naval Air Station Yeovilton in Somerset, the home of the Wildcat maritime. They're doing about 130 knots indicated airspeed. Coming up to be displayed separate into separate lines, 360-degree wing overs. Lieutenant Michael Vivian, who joined the Royal Navy 11 years ago, and operating the Wildcat since 2017. And the experiences of both the pilots in this formation display really reflect the sort of work this new helicopter has been doing recently with the Royal Navy, because Viv, the team leader, has been on several operational tours to the Middle East, assisting with the maritime security operations from land bases in Oman, but also from HMS Kent, and providing force protection for the new HMS Queen Elizabeth aircraft carrier, operating from HMS Defender. Lieutenant Scott Sunderland. He's been in the Navy since 2010, streamed onto the Wildcat directly from flying training. And while he was deployed to the Middle East from 2018 on HMS Dragon, he was involved in a very notable anti-narcotics operation when the Wildcat he was flying, and indeed Scott himself, played a part in seizing in excess of £145 million worth of drugs, which was a record for any British warship operating in that area. He's also trained in the maritime counter-terrorism and interdiction roles, and has spent time on sort of the naval equivalent of QRA, Quick Reaction Alert, really, holding a short notice roster in case of maritime terrorism incidents. In towards us and pulling up once again. And positioning high above us before the steam nose.
its initial development from the original Lynx, which to this day still holds the absolute speed record for a helicopter, set in 1986 of 249 miles per hour.
So having crossed further away to us, the two Wildcats heading straight in towards us once again.
Which drives the carriage of weapons and the avionics on board. But both types of helicopter marked improvement on the original Lynx. And one of the attempts that they tried to incorporate this was to make it as low observable as possible. In the infrared signature, it was reduced by putting diffusers on the exhaust efflux, and to reduce the radar signature cross-section. You see a very slight diamond-shaped boom at the back of the aircraft, which reduces the cross-section of the aircraft from enemy radar.
And we'll see them climbing and turning in towards each other for a crossing break. Before they head back in on what we often refer to as the B axis, if you're unaware of that. That's the secondary display axis, as it were, at 90 degrees to the main runway, which forms the line for the A axis. And they're getting ready now for their final manoeuvre. The two Wildcat HMA.2s of 825 Naval Air Squadron at RNAS Yeovilton, forming the Royal Navy helicopter display team for 2024, the Black Cats. Very much a sign of the ongoing modernisation of the Royal Navy's aviation capabilities through its fleet air arm, further manifested by the Queen Elizabeth class carriers, by the F-35B that we'll be seeing in this time at the Air Tattoo, along with another Wildcat.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please for an important announcement. Would Mr. David Townsend, please contact any member of the Royal International Air Tattoo staff. I say again, Mr. David Townsend. Thank you.
Thank you very much, George. Well, coincidentally, as the Black Cat's going to land, we're actually going to see an example of the Wildcat's predecessor, because we've got a Westland Lynx AH-7 here, an ex-Army Air Corps Lynx. One big difference with the Wildcat and the Lynx, of course, is that all Wildcats have a wheeled undercarriage, whereas the Lynx was fitted with a wheeled undercarriage in naval guise and a skid undercarriage in Army guise, except for the Mark 9 Army Lynx, which had a wheeled undercarriage. This is a Mark 7. It's running along the crowd line now doing a photo sortie, so do wait as it goes.
showground, then we'll make some use of the shuttle service, and that is available at the rear of the showground. Keep an eye out for the bus stops, but they're marked on the showground and also on the full route map. If you don't have a souvenir program or a map with you at the moment, then the big screens are showing.